Hello everyone, hope all of you doing good. So today we're going to see functional testing. What is it and how to perform? We're going to see it with example. So let's start. What is functional testing? Functional testing is the process through which QAs determine if a piece of software is acting in accordance with the predetermined requirements. It uses black box testing techniques in which the tester has no knowledge of the internal system logic. Functional testing is only concerned with validating if a system works as intended. Now let's see functional testing of a login page. We are taking login page as example because it's really easy to understand. So let's see what do we need to perform functional testing. We need detailed requirements for this login page. Whenever you're going to perform testing, you will get a detailed requirements paper from the team where all the requirements will be noted down and you have to perform the test accordingly. For example, let's assume that requirements are these. Like let's assume we get the paper and where these are the requirements. Login details these, username fields requirements it should be alphanumeric, 5 to 30 character, no space allowed on the username, no emoji allowed. Password field has some also rules. Login button has some rules. Checkbox have some work, and the links are also made for some tasks. So basically the thing is these are the exact requirement of this login page. Now we have to check all of these are doing good or it's perfectly or not. So first of all, we test exact requirement of the paper. As you can see here, they give us a username and password. So we have to test it on this login page. If you notice here, like this username following these rules, like it's alphanumeric, it has character and number both, then it 5 to 30 characters, then has no space on it, no emoji, as well as password is also following like one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, one at least one special character. So basically these are the valid data they provided us. So first of all we have to check it. If we can't log in with these valid data, if we can't log in with these valid credentials, then we will not continue the testing and report team about it. This method we call positive to negative approach, where first we check the exact requirements and test. If we get any error, then it does not make any sense to continue testing with invalid data. So first of all, we have to test it with this data. If we get any error with this valid data, then we will not continue the testing. We will report the developers team or manager that we're unable to log in with this information, so they will check it immediately. But if we can successfully log in with their valid credentials, then only we will jump into next test cases. Now let me tell you about the test cases, the most spoken word of this course. Basically, the test cases is a set of action performed on a system to determine if it satisfies software requirements and functions correctly. In short, the action we take to test software is test case. Soon we will see how to write test case documents and reports, but for now, this knowledge is enough to continue. So, when we successfully logged into this page, then we will log out and start testing the page with invalid data which does not follow the requirements. Like we will try to log in with valid username plus invalid password and try to see what will happen with this case. Then again we will try it with invalid username and valid password. Then we will see what will happen. Like this, we will try different combination on username fields. Like we will try to log in with 4-character username, but the requirement saying that it should be 5 to 30. We will try to write kind of 4-character username or 32-character username, which does not follow this requirement, and we'll try to see what will happen if we do so. So then we will try to put space on the username, then try to put emojis and check what will happen. For password, we can do this kind of testing by not using one uppercase, then not using lowercase, etc. So like this, we have to test the login page with different test cases. When we have done, then we can write report and send it to the manager or developers team, which we will see in upcoming videos. So right now, let's see some more thing about functional testing. What is over testing, under testing, and optimized testing? Over testing. Over testing is when you perform testing with the same test cases by multiple data. Not recommended, but sometimes you can do it if you have extra time. Then we have under testing. Under testing is when you don't test the application properly and don't try all the test cases. Don't do this ever. It can cause you to get fired. So basically, over testing are not mostly popular. People don't do over testing, but most of the time people do under testing. Like, what is under testing? Like, you noted down 15 test cases, and after testing 10, you are feeling bored and left those 5 cases and report them as pass. After that, if team deploy it and found the bug on production for those 5 cases, then you will get in big trouble. So never do under testing. I repeat, never. Then what we have, then we have optimized testing. What is optimized testing? Optimized testing is when you test the application as much as it needs to be tested. Always recommended, and it saves times and effort. Look, a software tester should have a clear understanding of the product he or she testing. So if you can understand the product and can write some amazing test cases which covers all the requirements, then less test cases are better. So always take your time before writing test cases and do optimized testing. So this was all about the functional testing. Hope you understand it well. If you are not, you can drop a comment and I will try to help you. So in next video, we're gonna see what is integration testing and how to perform it. Till then, be safe, be good, peace.